So I called him in, and I remember laying in my hospital bed, and I could see a head and shoulders slowly float up over the top of the room wall, okay, because it was just a makeshift wall. And he came down slowly, and it was for me back then, how I was seeing, it was just like moving pixels, head and shoulders, and I knew it was him. I could feel that. And then he came down slowly, and then he came right into my abdomen. And then welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me here in my group on Facebook called Intuitive Angel Messages. Today, we are going to be channeling messages from Archangel Raphael. I'd also like to describe and talk about an experience I had with Archangel Raphael that was huge for me. And I also would like to know a few more details about why is it that he is imbued in green light, and also what is his purpose here on Earth. So these are the topics that we're going to be chatting about today. Super excited! Woohoo! One of my experiences with Archangel Raphael that I'll remember forever, it was so huge. I was in the hospital. I was just about to have my large intestine removed, although I didn't know that because I was being stubborn, and ulcerative colitis had taken its toll. And I remember, really talking with Archangel Michael. I could see Archangel Michael's purple orb around my hospital bed, but as soon as I would walk out down the hallway, it wasn't there. And so as soon as I come back in, to the makeshift room that they put up with those large sheets, there would be the orb again. So I said to myself, well, maybe if I ask Archangel Raphael, then I'll ask for healing and he can come and take care of this for me, and I can get out of this hospital with, not having surgery, because I'd made it for 8 years thus far. So I called him in, and I remember laying in my hospital bed, and I could see a head and shoulders slowly float up over the top of the room wall, okay, because it was just a makeshift wall. And he came down slowly, and it was for me back then, how I was seeing, it was just like moving pixels, head and shoulders, and I knew it was him. I could feel that. And then he came down slowly, and then he came right into my abdomen. And then he started to have a look inside of me and see what he could do, obviously. And it was really amazing. It was really amazing. And it felt very soothing and very comforting and very peaceful. Just because we ask for a healing doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get that entirely in that moment. So although he helped me feel at peace and he helped to soothe things on the inside, it was at that point that the next step wasn't fully healing me, but rather surgery. We're not always here to have the easier path. And sometimes the more difficult path is the path in which the soul chooses in order to learn and grow from. And as much as that kind of peeves me off sometimes, I've come to realize that I certainly wouldn't be who I am today without those experiences and without those surgeries. So that is most definite indeed. Absolutely. So why does Archangel Raphael have green light imbued when one sees him? Is it just that we see the green light, or we just associate green light with healing, or does he really have green light imbued throughout and emanating from him? Every picture you see of him will be with green. So let's have a listen and see what he would like to say. So the first thing I am receiving is just how thankful he is, and he's sharing a lot of gratitude. He says, believing and also what you believing in what you want to see. That's he says that's the name of the game. Okay? You could picture him with any color you wish. However, we associate healing energy with green. We also associate the heart chakra with green. He's also now talking about colors. Emanating certain colors is also an energy. He likes the color green being associated with him and his energy. He says it suits him, and the frequency in which he emits. That's so cool, isn't it? He wants to talk about when I was younger, I used to look in the mirror and I used to be really happy about my eyes being blue. It gave me peace and comfort. I didn't know why, but it did. And he says, but that peace and that comfort is all that matters. Just depending on a color, right? He's also talking about it's really important to cherish these moments on Earth. Cherish them. Okay. It's almost like we're going up on one of those big roller coaster rides, okay? Because it's going to get a little rocky for a bit. And so if it's just the basic things. Are you happy with certain aspects of your life? Milk it. Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food in your fridge? Great friends in your life? Are you content and happy? Milk it. Milk it good. Okay. And he's talking about even when we start heading off on the roller coaster ride and it gets a little rocky, always remember that you can come and bring yourself back into the stillness within, the calm within. Okay. So you will notice certain things happening outside of you in the world, and it might be a bit blustery out there, but always remember, he's using the word blustery, you can come within the stillness into that place of internal peace. And it's really important that we do that as often as we need. Okay. When you are within that stillness within, always remember that you can speak with him as often as you wish. Okay? So if you need help with anything, if you want to talk to him, you can do that. What is his role, his purpose here on Earth now, and then also moving into the future? Okay? What is the purpose of Archangel Raphael here? To soothe, to comfort, to heal, to help others who are also healing here. So others here on Earth are also healing, and he's helping them as well. He's helping them heal others. He's also helping those who are meant for healing and nudging them towards a healing profession. Okay, so maybe it hasn't entered your mind, or maybe that's just not something that's even you've thought of, but Archangel Raphael will help nudge you in that direction. He's also really focused. I see him focusing a lot of his attention and energy towards healing the earth herself. So that's one direction in which he's really focusing upon. He's also really focusing his attention on healing and helping children and animals here on earth. Okay? And this can go all sorts of directions at once. It's not just healing their vessels and then leaving. He's showing like helping the children and the animals get help, comfort, getting out of certain situations, helping them locate friendly, happy, high vibrational people to take care of them, helping them locate forever homes that are healthy and good for them, helping nudge other people to pay attention and help them. So those two are the big ones I can see. He's showing like massive amounts of his attention are going towards the children and the animals and the earth herself. Okay, he says that he's ready to take any questions that you have. So if you want to go ahead and type those into the comment area, we'll go ahead and ask him your question, okay? And of course, you guys know that if your own guardian angels decide to step forward and answer the question, that is what will happen, okay? So Archangel Raphael we're aiming for, but if your guardian angel kiboshes the question, there's not much I can do about it. There's just going forth in that direction. You know, one question I'd like to ask him, why is it that you and Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel work together in tandem with each other? Like, what is it that the three of you connecting together and working in tandem together? Why is it the three of you? That's what I want to know. He's talking about a good balance of energies. Also, one is focused here, another here, and another. He's got a slight grin on his face about Archangel Gabriel because Archangel Gabriel isn't just focused on one direction. He's focused on multiple directions. Isn't that hilarious? And he's got a grin on his face talking about it. So Archangel Gabriel is like the catch-all archangel. If you want him to help you with anything and everything, you call him in and I'll tell you, man, get ready to rumble, because he will, like, if you go and you ask for help and then they're nudging you and they're guiding you and they're trying to steer you, but you're like, no, I can't do that. It's not going to fly. It's not going to fly. They'll be on you because you and your free will here on earth asked. So here we go. We're going to go. We're going. And whether you want to or not. So it's just a matter of like, if it's a career shift or a job change or whatever, it might be a bit scary for you or monumental. But for them, you've asked for help and they can see that this path shifting you forth in the future is going to make you so much happier. They're not going to back off. They're aiming for your highest and best good and your happiness, even if you can't live your life in fear. Step off and go in that direction. And it's funny because your mind might be like fear, but internally sit in the stillness, and if it feels light and high vibrational, maybe you feel some butterflies in your chest, that is the direction that you should follow. Okay, always your energy, your higher self, your consciousness, your soul is going to steer the ship inside. How does it feel? How do your chakra centers feel? Because if they're open and feeling good, go in that direction. Always. Okay. That's so funny. Because I've noticed that with Archangel Gabriel too. Like, so you might get insights and information. Also, he's talking about when you're doing the laundry or when you're doing the dishes, for example, you're focusing on something, and that's when the mind is more quiet because your attention is placed in one direction, doing something. And he takes that as the opportunity to step forward and implant insights into your mind. Okay, so he'll put a thought form in your mind about an idea or a insight of something to do or where to go or what, or a person or an idea of what action steps to take next. Faith, here it comes. Your question is, everything is opening up for you so rapidly, and your channeling ability, wow, over the past 2 months. I wouldn't doubt it. The past 2 months has been a humdinger, hasn't it? Will I be working with Archangel Raphael in the future with a healing practice such as Reiki or healing hands, healing hands? Yeah. He says, no, you will be working more predominantly with Archangel Michael. And I see you talking with people similar like what I do. He's just got a slight smile on his face, and he's talking about it's just a matter of getting you there. Okay? But this, what we're doing, is also a form of healing, he says. But it's more working alongside Archangel Michael. He'll always be here, but you'll work more hand in hand with Michael with that type of work. Okay, so Terry, you're asking, do I have to sing Archangel Raphael's name in order for you to hear? So you're having pain in the shoulder and arm, and you're like, do I have to sing his name in order to get help? Some of the experiences that you're having, wow, my right eye is going. Sorry, my right eye is just completely. All right, so then I'm just going to relax and see what he wants to show me. Like a projector through the right eye. Okay. He's just telling me that your higher self, your soul, signed up for this type of experience, which is producing some heavier experiences to grow from. Okay. So he's talking about there's a lot of growth that takes place when one experiences physical pain. But there is also those moments where one says, well, enough is enough. I've had enough. That's where you are. He can't step forward and say, it's almost like the conversation has to be happening with your higher self in order for that agreement to be made, because it is a part of your contract. It is, most definitely, as we have channeled before. And it's the same with me, just in a different way. You have that type of autoimmune issue. I have that type of autoimmune issue. So it's just a matter of, okay, what is it a matter of? Having a conversation with your soul. Because everybody here is paying attention to, and he's almost acting like working for and directed by your higher self, your soul. One thing he's talking about that would be really good for you is cardiovascular exercise, getting the blood flowing and pumping. Okay? Get the blood flowing through the body. Get the energy flowing through the body. All right. They're also talking about Serrapeptase. I don't know if you've tried that yet. It's from Enerex, and I go for the highest when I need it, if I need it. Now I'm doing really well. But when you have intense amounts of arthritic pain or fibromyalgia pain, 120,000 IU is the highest. And I'll take 4 of these, 2 to 4, and I'll take it on an empty stomach. And it even works best when you take it in the middle of the night. When your stomach is really empty, you go to the washroom. Then I'm taking 2, 4. I'll take 4 of these. The only time you wouldn't take these is maybe just before surgery, because it may be a blood thinner. However, I've spoken with my naturopath about it, and he said, with our diets that we have nowadays, this isn't even... He's like, now obviously before surgery, obviously, but as far as it thinning your blood a whole lot, it's not going to put much of a dent in thinning our blood. So he looked into it, he researched it, he had that to say. Okay. So this for me has been a godsend, because in the past, when I had flares happening in the body, so that means I have chronic inflammation and pain in the body. What do? Well, you go to the doctor, and what are they going to put you on? Prednisone, which has terrible, terrible side effects. I don't know if you guys have seen Selena Gomez, but what you get is like a bloated type moon face, and you gain a lot of weight. And prednisone only works maybe the first 2 times, and then it's like, does it work? Henson, to be honest, you've moved mountains over this past year. And when I look at you with your new YouTube channel, which is awesome, I say to myself, this person is so open, and you're channeling so beautifully. They're just repeating what they said before about you are the diamond in your family. You are the bright light in your family. To think anything less of yourself is just temporarily up in the mind. You're opening, and you will continue to open further as time goes by. Okay, so as time goes by, as we move along, you're going to continue to open. You will open at the pace in which you are comfortable, and also what you're ready for. Before, I could tell, like months back, they were just kind of hanging back and seeing where you're going to go. They're just waiting on your free will as to your choices as to where you want to take this. Now, the feeling I get is a much lighter sensation, and it's, look at him go, he's going. And they're just happy and super proud of you. And so now you're taking action steps. Now you're making decisions. Now you're stepping forward. Now you're doing something. Now you're deciding what you want, whether it's temporary or something that's going to last long term. Irregardless, you're making a decision. That's what matters most. Anything else? We say spot on. I read that from their energy. I see other like-minded souls gravitating towards you in the future. It's so weird when they show that to me. My eye goes completely hazy. Oh, weird. Other high vibrational, like-minded souls, and spending time with them, hanging out. And I see a lot of laughter. I see you sitting out on grass, and I don't know, having a picnic or having a bite to eat in the sunshine on this grass with these wonderful people. And they're similar in age to you. Okay. Oof. You've got intense shoulder pain as well, both with Toma. Weird. I'm getting the word clearing. Clearing heavy and or dense energies. So this can be from other lifetimes. This, like, I don't focus on it. It's just that a lot is getting transmuted. And as you guys know, with ascension symptoms, as the planet and all of us are going on this path of ascension, as this transmutation takes place of the denser frequencies, in order to make room for what? More high vibrational frequencies to permeate your body. As you are integrating these frequencies, it can cause aching in the body, it can cause itchy hot pockets or flare-ups, as there's a lot of energy coming into the body. So it can cause sleepless nights. It can cause you to be really hot as you're integrating this frequency. That happened to me a couple weeks ago. I couldn't sleep for about a week, and I was overheating every night. And I kept saying, and my guardian angel would say, it's the energy, Kristin, it's the energy. And then, after 10 days, I've had enough. So your guardian angel says, so I almost feel like your guardian angel has a little bit of a quip or a little, because that's what is going to resonate with you. Like that's you. So I think the thing here is you are integrating high vibrational frequency, and also you're clearing any density in the body. So try asking, I've had enough. Could you please step back a bit and see if it eases off? Okay. I see it as being more energy related rather than physical. Correct. Okay. Okay. I get it. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Oh my God. Okay. And here we go. And then it's like a super gradual tapering off, but super gradual. Okay. So let us know what happens in the future. Okay. Joan, what are his thoughts on Reiki healing? Should I learn it and use it with your business? Sorry, I meant to say Joanne. Jeez Louise. Sorry, it's this right eye. I can't see out of it. I'm like, okay. It's good. Reiki is wonderful. Okay. But it's also about if we're guided to do it or not. So sit in the stillness and feel if you're guided and it feels right to do it, or hang back and not proceed in that direction. Okay. So is it best for her business? Nope, 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 nope. You are the one who has to sit within the stillness to feel the answer within your vessel. So if it feels right, we're going to feel excited about it, passionate. We're going to get that butterfly feeling. All the chakras are open. I feel like I want to get up out of my chair and I want to go and take it. Okay. Now, if I feel heavy in my chair and I feel a bit flat or stagnant, it's exciting. I'm excited about it, but in my body, I'm not as excited. Maybe my chakra centers aren't as open and I don't feel like getting out of my chair, then I'm not going to take it. It's not enough of a pull. And you have to be the one to answer it. He's not going to do it. Whoa. All right. All right. So waking up at 3 a.m. seems to be a common theme, or specific timelines like 3 a.m., 3 a.m. Any advice on that? Incoming energy. I get incoming energy. Man, have we got walloped over the past 4 months, like big time. They come in full throttle and then it eases off and we get a little bit of a break and then it comes in. Recently, the feel I get from spirit, from the energy, I'm not going to narrow it down to anyone particular, but it's this excitement, happiness. It really excited. Like it's a feeling like we've turned a corner, or maybe probably of the clearing and transmutation of any heavy frequency. And I get this feeling like now we're pivoting and exciting things, exciting days to come, or blossoming, opening. Yes. In the past, things were more gradual, but as we move forward, things are going to pick up and pivot. We're going to pivot. Things are going to open. Things are going to happen much faster. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Mm-hmm. That's so cool, Jasmine. Wow. Are the earrings a conduit for another? No, no, no. I get a no on that. Okay. Okay. It's like I'm not even allowed to think a thought or talk. Just give me a sec. The earrings are a conduit for high vibrational frequency only. Only allow those types of thoughts to enter your mind. Anything else is less than a vibrational match to your frequency. Do not go there. Wow. That's your male guardian angel talking. Okay. Anything else? He says, wear them often or as often as you wish, or just hold them, even if you hold them. Only high vibrational light and love stems from these pair of earrings. Okay. And he says, thank you, Kristin. He's very direct and blunt. Wow. Is it best for Renata to move or fix the issues within the home that she lives? So when you're sitting in the chair, do you feel like getting up and moving, or do you feel like sitting still and heavy in the body, Renata? That's the first question. Then I'm going to go ahead and channel that guidance for you. So type that in the comments. Awesome. So happy you did that, Madonna. Mia invited her sister over this weekend because family is in town, and we have a hard time getting along. How do I manage to keep the energy neutral between us? So in this circumstance, just don't place too much attention in her direction. Okay, so do activities and things where you are focusing on what you want to do, and you're hyper focused on your own trajectory. If she says something or if she does something that you don't resonate with, leave it be. Let her be. Allow her to be as she chooses. Her frequency is, it's not just her frequency, it's also her mindset, which is her frequency, but they're talking about her mindset, and her energy is on a different page than yours. Hyper focus, okay, not hyper, but add extra attention and focus on what you want to do without her in it. So pleasantries, and then you're focusing on your life and what you want to do. Got it? Don't allow her in, and don't let her take your energy. Yeah, steal your energy. Okay. Yeah, that's what I get too. I feel like those of us who want help, that we are conversing, we are engaging, we're going to get a nice influx of high vibrational frequency, okay? And those of us who are unawake and hyper focusing on heavier stuff, maybe just not as positive, it might be a bit bumpier. I get a thumbs up with that. That's right, Renata. That's what I get too. I'm not moving. Not yet. You're not moving yet. Okay, cool. We're on the same page. Henson, it's 3 a.m. right now, Renata. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I've just been getting these waves of really high vibrational frequency, and I'll just sit and I just bask in them for hours. And I feel really good, really content, really happy, really blissful. And I've just been riding it out. And I'm watching more fluffy, high vibrational content on my TV, and I can't kind of go to I won't go to anything heavier because it just feels so good. Okay, so anything remotely lower, I'm just not gravitating towards. Okay. Oh my God. You fell off your chair today at work when working on your computer. No idea how this could have happened out of nowhere, but couldn't stop laughing. Just wondering if someone was trying to tell me something by creating that funny situation. Getting your attention. So when you fell, it wasn't like it was a huge thud or you injured yourself is what I'm receiving. It was more like just a little whoop, slip off the chair kind of thing. It's meant to get your attention. I'm hearing breaking up your three-dimensional day. It's meant to break up your 3D day. Oh. And I'm not getting anything heavy with this at all. It's just a matter of getting your attention. That there's more surrounding you than just what you're focusing on in your 3D reality. Yeah, there you go. Yes, you are fine. Okay. Now, of course, if you don't like that, what do you say? I don't like that. So you can choose another way to get my attention, thanks. When Jesus comes in, he loves to tickle my nose. Sometimes it's up inside my nostril. And I'm like, and then I've just come to see, okay, I need to stop what I'm doing. And he just wants to let me know that he's here and he's ready to converse with the person I'm conversing with when I'm ready. It doesn't have to be right now, but he's just letting me know he's there. So then I don't go on and on scratching my nose for an hour, Okay. Isn't that cool? Yes. So you're not moving yet, Renata. Not yet. All right, let's see some last words from Archangel Raphael. So much coming in. Okay, let's piecemeal this out. Let's piecemeal this out because it's coming in all at once. Okay. Be certain and sure as to where you place your attention, your thoughts, for you are the manifester of your reality. And he's doing this, okay? So obviously we're going to probably do the hamster wheel and the old tape pattern for a little bit, and then we're going to catch ourselves doing it, and then we're going to redirect, even if you just take your thought off of it, okay? Or if it's a real and it keeps coming in, we can ask for help with it, okay? He's also talking about creativity. So be on the lookout for that in the days ahead. So if you feel there's more creative energy coming in to help us think outside the box, or that there is no box. Okay. So if we think, oh yeah, we have to do things this way in our 3D box, this creative energy is going to be coming in and helping us shift and move in different directions that will be very enlightening and high vibrational in the days ahead. He's really excited and he's really happy about what is to come here on Earth. Just remember that in order to get to the better days consistently on Earth, the better days that are more consistent, better days on Earth, we will be steered into some storms before we get there. But remember, you can always steer your own ship within within the stillness. You can ask for help. You can speak with us often, dear ones. Do not fret. Do not worry. Do not stress. Do not sweat the small stuff. They keep using this wording because we know what that means. Allow this process to unfold on earth. He's saying some of us will be guided into the forefront to take more drastic action steps, and some of us will be guided to be more of a support system for others, and some of us will be guided to simply sit and take in, absorb this high vibrational frequency so that we may emit it for others to see. And he's pointing at me on that one. That's kind of interesting. Some of us will be guided to get on a flight and head off to certain parts of the world where we're needed physically, right? So that would be more in the forefront. We'll be guided to lay down and stop the loggers from cutting old growth trees down and possibly getting arrested. That would be in the forefront, right? He's talking about us sweeping our cares and concerns into the light as often as possible, as often as you are aware of them. Thank you, dear ones. This is Archangel Raphael. Beautiful. All right. I will see you this weekend coming up, and I can't wait. It's going to be me and Dee, and we're going to be talking about the Akashic Records with Archangel Metatron, and then I'm going to be channeling Archangel Metatron on Sunday. Love you guys. Bye.